Welcome to the Smoking Grill Lounge. I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave, and tonight we are going to be reviewing the Alec Bradley post-embargo Lancero.
Nice.
And I want to make one note
Yes.
on this cigar. When I tried to remove it from the cello, I had a really hard time. I mean, grab that. I mean, if I was on a cliff, you could drop that.
Good Lord, you could rappel with this.
You could save my ass.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Just a
I
crazy.
think I could strap it on the back of my truck and tow somebody out of the snow with that or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, very nice. Well, Alec Bradley spared no expense with their cellophane.
They didn't. Yeah, and the reason that we're doing an Alec Bradley is because I put up a poll on the Facebook,
Yes.
and everybody wanted to see an Alec Bradley. So we're doing this is like the new release of the Alec Bradley, correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah, this is the post-embargo, so it's celebrating the kind of the end of the cigar embargo or whatever, the embargo with trade embargo with Cuba.
yeah, so it's a nice. I didn't look that shit up on the.
Oh, you better look it up quick. I'll talk about the cigar. You can look it up and read about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're kind of a little bit whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. So what we have here, Dave, this is a very oily, very nice cigar. It's mottled and or brindled, I'll say, whatever. But just tons of oil. Just when we pull these things out of the cello, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that, Director Greg? The sheen off of that?
I can see the Charlie Sheen on that, yeah.
It's just really, really oily. Just a beautiful cigar, really. Really had a nice triple cap on it. Because it's a long cigar, I had a little bit of a draw issue on the dry draw, so I used my Perfect Draw tool. You can get those on the Perfect Draw website.
Yeah,
They're probably $40 or $50 or something.
Rod, he's the man.
He is. Nice stainless steel, like a dental kind of tool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but just a really nice cigar. And on the just on the initial foreplay, I was getting just scattle, man. It was like scattle and scattle.
Yeah.
And more scattle.
Off of that Honduran Corojo wrapper.
The Honduran Corojo. Yes.
Yes. With that double binder of Nicaraguan and Honduran tobacco.
Nice leathery Corojo wrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nicaraguan and Honduran filler.
Very nice. Thank you for that. Very good.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. And on the initial light, it was just boom. It was just like sweetness and then like some, spicy, like kind of spiciness to it a little bit, like baking, like cake spice, It was
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
got a nice aroma to it. I'm getting kind of a floral vibe off of this thing to start out with.
We're not ending up in another Spice Girl show, are we?
No, we're not. It's not like that LFD. That LFD was like the spice bomb.
'Cause I was
It
hearing-
really
I
was.
was hearing a lot of spice when I was tuning out.
Were you? Oh, you were just thinking of the Spice Girls.
Man, I could.
Yeah, but yeah, kind of a mellow start to this thing. After that, and I was getting the same thing off of the wrapper and the foot and everything like that. That really scatly kind of whoa on there. But I'm glad that once we lit it up, it decided to dissipate and turn into a cigar
Absolutely.
and not a poop stick.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise based on how it smelled. It was, you smelled it before you even had it up to your nose. Like,
Well, yeah, you had it out of the repelling gear,
yeah.
and
Out of the toe strap.
Right? I mean, and yeah, I could smell it all the way over there in the ashtray. So I'm really glad that this cigar is developing into something better than that. Absolutely.
Well, that's wonderful, yeah.
So post-embargo, I mean, people are talking about that post-embargo stuff, and with this FDA thing, right? I don't know if they're going to be able to get stuff in anytime soon with that, because they're going to have to. Submit?
Yeah, it's not, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a number of years before we see an actual Cuban in any kind of cigar shop on a shelf, yeah.
Well, not only that, I mean, Habanos SA they have a main distributor for their stuff, like over in Europe, like in London, it's Hunters and Franco. So they ship all their stuff to Hunters and Franco, and then Hunters and Franco distributes all of this stuff to the various cigar shops there, and to the Casa del Habanos there as well. with their their special blend LCDH blends and stuff like that. And Germany is Fifth Avenue, and then they got Phoenician over in another area, and so on and so forth. So
Lebanon.
in Lebanon, and so like
Beirut.
to do the United States, first of all, they would have to figure out where they're going to distribute. Are they going to go north, south, east, and west, and have that, and then do it from there or whatever? So you got that on top of them having to get everything approved by the FDA. So it's going to probably be a bit of time before things happen.
We were talking about the other thing. There's some name issues that could.
That's another thing too, yeah.
Yeah, the because we have the domestic and the Cuban
Names
that are the same, so that's going to be some kind of conflict there of some sort.
Yeah, so I don't know about them. I don't know. But it's really nice that we've started to become friends.
That's right.
We like that. And of course, we're going to be flying down there pretty soon. I was on, on my the internal website for United Airlines, and they were saying, hey, we're opening up routes to Cuba.
Oh, United's going to be flying down there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant the show was flying.
I said
down.
we. I was
Yeah.
assuming he's going to fly us down there.
I was getting excited and got to get my passport ready, and
Well, you have to get a passport, first of all, right?
I have a passport.
You have a
It's
passport.
never been punched anywhere in the world, but I
Really?
have a passport.
Yeah, I need to get one.
Well, I think the first trip that we should all take together would be like maybe Puerto Rico. You just need a driver's
I want to
license.
go to
get there.
Canada. I'm going to go visit Mary in Canada.
But you need a passport.
That's what I'm saying. I need to get a passport so I can go visit Mary
Yeah,
in Parietta.
but we could go to Puerto Rico. You don't need one right now. But
Oh,
maybe
I
we get
see.
that traveling thing together and we can all like kind of.
We kind of traveled out for a little while. I'm good for a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
are kind of traveled out. Yeah.
2 weeks on the road.
Yeah, but if you don't have to drive, might not be so bad.
Maybe not. Just long flights and sitting in airports. That's not tiring.
No, yeah. It's
No, not at all.
Yeah,
With that
but-
atmosphere inside the tube at 8,000, and you're like,
getting felt up by TSA.
yeah,
Actually, that
that's
might-
not tiring at all.
That might actually be an uptick for you in the.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and you got pulled over on the road by a trooper.
I did. I got pulled over in Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah. I mean, when you said that
Rush hour traffic.
he had you come back to the car, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, what did he do then? He try and feel you up or something like that? Or
No,
he just
very-
asked you a bunch of questions, right?
Very respectful gentleman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that. It was like it was like one of those fakey traffic stops, but I think they were looking for like
Somebody.
interstate drug trafficking and.
It wasn't because you look pretty good in them jeans? You look pretty good in them jeans, boy!
No. Yeah, he's very,
Okay.
very respectful. Probably a state trooper or something. I think they were just.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
I just think they see the long hair and the out of state license plates and think I'm taking trafficking drugs or something. I don't know.
Did you have your man bun going at the same time?
I had the man bun going, so it just looked probably odd. I don't know.
Yeah,
He let me go, and he's very nice.
it's good.
Yeah,
You're here.
I'm
That's
here.
all that matters.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all that counts.
We were just on our little family vacation, having
Yes.
a good time. Anyway, yeah, that was an experience though.
Yes.
I've been pulled over in a lot of states though. I'm just saying.
That's for another episode. Because that's going to be the 30-minute Smoking Girl Lounge episode.
Those were all. Other ones were all because of my crappy driving.
Yeah.
My
This
cat-
time,
That's in the preferred subscribed section.
Your crappy California driving doesn't go over well in like Texas or places like that.
yeah.
I was
Right?
tailgating, officer. That's just how we
That's what
drive.
we do on the 405.
You can't not tailgate.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you've never been to Southern California, you need to just come out and drive the freeways for about, I don't know, a whole day. A whole day.
Yeah, I got pulled over for tailgating once in the 5. I'm like, isn't everybody tailgating?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, what happens is, maybe in other states too. California, I mean, it happens all the time. You leave yourself enough safety room. You're supposed to have that like 2,000 count between
Yeah.
cars. And as soon as you leave yourself enough safety room, and you're doing like 70 or whatever, then 5 cars will jam in front of you. Now you're tailgating. You know, it's like, okay, more safety room. Next thing you know, you're going backwards.
And you're going 60 miles an hour, and then you got people up your ass honking, saying, "What the hell are you doing?" I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a catch-22 kind of a thing.
So everybody just kind of like follows each other closely, because if you do this thing where you're constantly letting off your gas because 10 people jamming in front of you.
You're pretty much drafting. Everybody's drafting.
Yeah, pretty much, you know.
Like NASCAR. So for those of you who don't know Catch-22, look it up. It's actually a really good book.
I don't know it. Is it about driving in Southern California?
Catch-22?
Yeah, is it about driving in Southern California?
No, it was a movie and a book.
Okay, I never saw it.
It was written like in the 60s.
I don't watch movies and I don't read books. Unless they're technical manuals, something.
Systems and controls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a one-track mind. If it doesn't have nuts or bolts, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, I'm glad you said both.
Yeah, so like I had to read a lot of books back when I was in my youth.
Just pictures of nuts is all I want to see. Just pictures of nuts.
Squirrel!
Anyway, all right. Well, how are we doing? So we're going to smoke these down a little bit, quite a bit actually, and we will see you in the review section.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Smoking Grill Lounge. We're reviewing the, what is this? It's the Alec Bradley Lancero. It's
Post-embargo
the post-embargo Lancero.
We're a little buzzed right now. This thing
is
was an ass kicker.
It is an ass kicker.
Whew.
Eric's always named challenged anyways.
Whoa. Okay.
That's true.
So I'm just going to run through my notes, and then
Go
you can
for
run
it,
through
man.
your notes. So in the first third, it was earthy and smoky with a bit of floral, and there was really nothing on the palate. There wasn't anything on the palate until like it got down to the last third here. In the second, there was some spice that came in. It was still very floral with some leather and some herbiness. And then one of your descriptors, there was like a kind of a sarsaparilla rootiness in there in the second. And then on the last third, it was earthy, tangy on the palate, spicy, but it was just a heavy cigar, full strength and full bodied. Boom.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, mine had a lot of stuff going on too. So on the light, I was getting I was getting that sarsaparilla and earth, and it was smoky, like a barbecue
It's like barbecue
smoke.
smoke. Yeah, smoky. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was like the first half inch or so, and then it got into, to me, I got a little like some sweetness and chocolate in there in that first third, just for a little bit, and then some cinnamon, and then it just got spicy and soapy. Some leather, quite a bit of leather, and then some fruit notes in there as well on the second third, and then that was the first third actually, and then the second third it was like leather, spicy, fruity, and sarsaparilla still, and then on the end, yeah, it was just that earthy, spicy heaviness. A lot of smoke, produced a lot of smoke. It was good for smoke playing rings and that sort of thing. A lot of good thick smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
girthy.
It was a long smoke. It was probably a couple hours, I think, in here at this point.
Yeah, took a long time to smoke this thing.
They were about 10 or 11 bucks or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what would you rate this thing?
Have to give it 7 Old West Cowboys.
Old West Cowboys.
Yeah, the sarsaparilla.
The sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
It reminded you of the days when you take the family vacation to Carson City or Virginia City and belly up to the old bar and
Bucket of blood. Give me a sarsaparilla.
have a sarsaparilla, son.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Well, I'll go 7.5. I enjoyed this cigar. It was, it's a nice long smoke and I think good bang for buck. And they did a nice job with it, I think. This was, we smoked the Robusto in this also previously. And
Not
I
as good as this.
enjoyed the Lancero. It was just so full of flavor and body, and you know,
Yeah.
it was a good smoke.
Now, we did make a comment also that this cigar could probably be laid down for a few years, and it would probably lose a bit of that tannicness and some of that, and probably develop some smoother flavors in there as well.
Yeah, I'd go like 2 or 3 years on it. 3
Yeah.
years probably would be kind of optimum smoking range.
I think we get better
Yeah,
if you laid it down.
yeah,
Most definitely.
absolutely.
Social media, Smoking Gorilla Lounge. So subscribe and like to Smoking Gorilla Lounge on YouTube, Smoking Gorilla on Twitter, Smoking Gorilla Lounge on Google Plus, and Smoking Gorilla Lounge on Facebook. So
Yeah, and I really want to urge everybody to make sure you subscribe and like, and or don't like, just subscribe.
yeah,
and
comment.
comments, yeah, comments.
Definitely.
We had we've been smoking some Cubans lately. We have a lot of viewers in Europe, and they were asking us to review some Cubans, and we've doing quite a bit of that lately. But comment and ask us, to review a cigar that you've been interested in. If
Yeah.
you want to get our oddball take on it, then
A point of reference.
as a point of reference.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's where this came from, is the fact that they wanted an Alec Bradley, so
Absolutely.
but nobody said what kind of Alec Bradley, so we grabbed an Alec Bradley. Well, you did over at Maxmar. And grabbed these out of the humidor over there, so there it is there.
Maximar, yep. All right, well, with that, then I would like to thank y'all for joining us for this review of the post-embargo, the Alec Bradley post-embargo. This is the Lancero,
Yeah.
and this has been Eric and Dave bringing the truth to the world.
One cigar at a time. Thanks for watching.